right, well, good morning to you as we go into it. High pressure is in charge, and it'll continue to just roll all the way to the east eventually. Look at that. That just popped out of nowhere. Your average high around this time, 66 degrees to 70 degrees, and, of course, the lows in the 41 to 47. You already know we're obliterating that one. By the time we get into sunrise, we'll be in the 50s. And we carry over to how this all shapes up for us. Take a look here as we roll right into, again, how this all plays out for us. I don't know why this is doing this to me, but it is doing it to me here. I'm going to walk over there real quick to find out what's happening here locally for our local weather here and get back to where we were just a second ago. We're going to slide this over and get to this again, back to our local temperatures, and roll right into it. Let's see if this works for us. Yep, you can see it kind of moving along, chugging along into Tuesday. Then eventually we're going to go right into the highs for Monday. We're looking at those numbers from the middle 80s to upper 80s to all the way up from the north down to the central portion here. As you get into it, we're looking at La Crosse at 85 degrees, 87 in Sparta, 87 for Black River Falls, Eau Claire at 86 degrees, and more of those middle 80s as you go farther to the south eventually. You'll get into the conditions like this, mostly sunny skies for you with a few clouds coming in from the southwest, and eventually that's going to continue to lift up a little bit more so all the way into Minnesota and then carry over to Eau Claire. We'll hold on to some clearing skies once we go into the overnight hours. You're going to hold on to the possibility of more clouds coming in for Tuesday, though, coming in out of the southeast. Eventually that's going to usher in some rainfall. You can see that associated with that carrying over by the 3 o'clock hour. Some showers continuing all the way from Prairie du Chien all the way up to La Crosse, going to the 4 o'clock hour to begin your evening commute. That begins to back off with drier conditions moving back again. High pressure still building as we go into 9 o'clock. And then by the time we get into it, our temperatures are still in the 60s rolling into the midnight hour. How about that, though? That's something you don't see very often here. We'll hold on to the possibility of some light showers coming in for Wednesday around the 10 o'clock hour at night, and then eventually stretching, I should say, into Thursday. By the time we get into sunrise, more rainfall starts to move back into the picture. Thunderstorm activity is more to the east out of the area right now, but you're going to see closer it gets as we go into the 4 o'clock hour for the evening going into the Twin Cities, and eventually that lifts up more to the north, stays away from us. But we could get a swirl of that thunderstorm activity working all the way up along areas by Eau Claire along I-94 and then continuing on all the way into Friday with more showers possibly coming back again with thunderstorm activity trying to work its way back down, but it doesn't look like it's going to be possible. We'll hold on to Monday with shower potential coming back again and maybe a storm or two coming in as we roll right into Monday at the 9 o'clock hour. So it's in the evening, end of the evening commute, and then continuing to move on. Highs for Tuesday, we're looking at temperatures in the 80s widespread again, and eventually when I come back, I'll have a better overview of how this all shapes up for you. Why? Because this is what's happening over the next few days. Warmer conditions still above seasonal average, storms for Thursday and Friday, drier conditions for Saturday and Sunday, and of course milder conditions back in the 60s to seasonal average, and then more showers and storms for next week.